Welcome to Side Road. I'm Carlos, and this is a 2025 Honda Pilot TrailSport. The 2025 Honda Pilot comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine that produces 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. In this trim TrailSport, it comes only all-wheel drive, and all pilots are capable of towing 5,000 pounds. The midsize three-row SUV, as we all know, is a huge segment. But now, many brands are offering trims like the TrailSport that are a little bit more off-roady or adventure-oriented, with some elements in the outside and even in the mechanical department. So, in that sense, the TrailSport competes with cars like the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek, the Chevrolet Traverse Z71, and the Kia Telluride X Pro. All of those, as a TrailSport, offer all those extra elements if you want to take your three-row SUV to the next level or maybe off-roading. Safety features for the Honda Pilot TrailSport specifically are things like brake assist, collision mitigation braking system, forward collision warning system, lane departure warning system, road departure mitigation system, lane keeping assist system, blind spot information system, and rear cross-traffic monitor system. Fuel efficiency for the 2025 Honda Pilot TrailSport is 13.2 liters per 100 kilometers city and 10.1 liters per 100 kilometers highway, which is 18 mpg city and 23 mpg highway. Price for the 2025 Honda Pilot in this trim specifically, TrailSport starts in Canada around the 62,000 Canadian dollars. In the US, the Pilot TrailSport starts around 49,000 US dollars. But remember, only this trim. There are more prices and several trims to choose from in the lineup for the Pilot, both in Canada and the US. The interior on the 2025 Honda Pilot TrailSport is really nice, really practical. So the materials are soft and nice and high quality. For the most part, the support points are nice and comfortable. There are two memory seats for two different drivers, and the windows have one touch up and down for the four windows. And if you saw my videos, this is a feature that I really like. The steering wheel comes wrapped in leather and is heated. And in this TrailSport version, we have orange contrast stitching, and that's really good looking too. The steering feels nice in your hands too. The seats are leatherette, and there is this dark gray, almost black color with contrast stitching in orange as well. And we have this TrailSport badge here in the seat, so it makes it, so you know that you are driving a TrailSport. That is kind of nice. The seats are really comfortable, and they are heated in this version as well. We have a 7 inches semi-digital gauge cluster here, so half is analog and the other half is a screen, but you cannot really tell because the lid and the design is so well done that you think that the whole thing is digital. So in the digital portion, you can configure what you see here, and all the messages from the car come right there, and you can change the view a little bit. It is nice to have, really practical and functional. And then we have a 9 inches infotainment screen here that is color and is a touch screen, and you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wired and wireless, which is really cool to have as well, and a reverse camera. This is pretty straightforward and easy to use. The icons are huge, So this will be pretty easy for any type of user. Then we have physical air conditioning controls and are at reach, easy to use, easy to read as well. This layout, the ergonomics here are really well designed, so you don't have to be distracted or looking for anything here. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we have this leather portion here too, and it also has, or leatherette, also has this orange contrast stitching, and we have a shelf here which makes it a little bit more practical as well. We have a little cubby here. We have a wireless charger for your phone, but the tray is so big that you can have other stuff there. Most wireless chargers takes on the full space, so this is good because then you have the charger and the practicality to carry your stuff around. We have two cup holders, a push button shifter, and you drive more mode selector here. And the center console is pretty big, I would say. The glove box is on the average size. So back to the drive modes, we have here sport, normal, econ, snow, trail, sand, and tow. That's a lot. And most of those, or some of those, are exclusive to this TrailSport Pilot. We also have a massive panoramic sunroof here, which is nice to have. It brings a lot of light for the front and the back passengers. So I fit behind myself based on my driving position, and there is plenty of space for my knees and my height. There is an armrest, there is a sunshade there. There are air conditioning controls and air vents. The seats are heated, and the seat can be moved back and forth for extra cargo space or to help the passengers in the third row. The pass through between the captain chairs in the second row, which are standard for this model, is pretty wide, so it's easy access there, but you also have a one touch button to fold the seat forward so you can have access to the third row as well. The third row, it is comfortable. The seat I find really comfortable. There is a window there, there are air vents and cup holders. It is nice, and I fit too behind the second row, so it's all good, pretty practical. This is a family car, a three-row SUV. It's supposed to do that, and it does it really well. The trunk space behind the third row is ideal. You can put carry-ons there, and you can put your groceries or something. When you fold the third row down, there is plenty of space, and when you fold the second row down, there is a massive amount of space. I think this is one of the biggest in terms of cargo space in this segment. This interior is pretty minimalistic, I said. It's straightforward. There is no craziness going on here, but I think this layout and this design will attract the most customers because nobody will be intimidated by it, but very happy in the daily use of it. So how to drive the 2025 Honda Pilot TrailSport? Really nice. It is super comfortable, and I think that's the overall take on this car. So the cabin is fairly quiet. It's really quiet in the highway, and if you are not in a super rough pavement, it's dead quiet. So that is nice, of course. And this car, because this is the Trail Sport version, which is a off-roady adventure 4x4 oriented, it has all-terrain tires. So those tires generate a little bit of extra noise, and the insulation managed to even avoid that. You can barely hear or feel anything. I cannot imagine how the regular Pilot will be considering that we have these tires. So that's good. Then the suspension, which I'm a little bit surprised about it. This suspension has off-road setting, so it's not the same setup that you find in the other Pilots, and I don't know if that is the reason, but besides being really comfortable and soft, it's also floaty. So again, I will have to drive the new Pilot with the regular version to see if it's a little bit more tied down. Nothing wrong with it, It's not exactly my type of car, but I'm just the whole time picturing this car full of people and stuff, family road trips, and for that, this suspension will be doing miracles and making absolutely everybody that is inside this car really happy. So that is good too. It's really comfortable. So if that's what you are looking for and what you like in a car like this, well, take the Pilot into consideration. So then we have the brakes are really really good, and I just drove the Civic Hybrid and the brakes were perfect even though they are regen brakes, and I find the response and the calibration on these brakes really really good. So this has become somehow, I'm thinking now that Honda has the braking calibration nailed down because are really good. I really like them. They feel powerful. This is a heavy, big car. So the brake has done a perfect job stopping the car, but also giving me the safety and the sensation that there are no issues. So that's really good too. The steering is on the soft side. So the whole formula here is comfort, softness, uh, you know, that, I guess. It is really nice. It makes the car really easy to drive, especially in the city and even in the highways. You don't need to do a lot of corrections. It feels like really relaxing to drive, and that's good for many many consumers. It's even good for me in some days. Again, not my preferred setup, but I'm sure 1% and 99% of the people, consumers and customers of Honda, of the Pilot, and in general for three-row mid-size SUVs will be happy with this. The seats are so comfortable, are crazy comfortable, which adds to the whole comfort formula here. Visibility is incredible. This car is really tall and really straight off. It's really square off. So that makes the windows massive. Like the windshield is so big and these windows are so tall. The back window is also big. I think it's bigger than the side mirror, the back mirror. Visibility is great. There is a big window for the third row there. There is a huge blind spot on the D pillar, but that's because of the shape of this car and any other three-row SUV. So that's good, but you have blind spot monitoring and you have reverse camera that will help you to park if you need that. And this car has this feature that when you put it in reverse, your mirrors go down. So that helps too with the whole parking situation. That is very good. The Pilot TrailSport, it is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. And oh boy, is this transmission smooth. I am really surprised. Not necessarily surprised, but pleasantly surprised because it's a really very well done transmission too. I haven't found any issues when downshifting or anything, so it behaves properly, but the shifting itself is really really smooth, and with the quietness of the car and everything makes acceleration really linear and you can barely feel anything. So this is very very good. I like it, especially for the comfort chilling, focus that this car seems to be in, at least in my impression. The engine is a 3.5 liter V6, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the 3.5 or 3.6, sorry, I don't remember right now. I'll put it in the screen. And it has 285 horsepower. It's good. It's sufficient power for this car. It takes the car from stops without any issues whatsoever. I did a few passing in the highway and it also takes off. I like how it builds the power, and as the transmission is helping, it feels really linear. I like that. So you accelerate and the car continues accelerating, and there is no drama. There is no hesitation from the car. There is nothing weird happening. It's really good. The whole car is very well done altogether. I like that. So the engine is also
kind of right there with the competition with some exceptions, but it's there. This is a type of power that you will find in some other three-row mid-size SUV, so you should not be sacrificing anything by getting a Pilot. And I think Honda did it, of course, knowing the market too, so very smart from their side. Really, really good. The whole car is really, really good. There is nothing to complain about. Again, I my comments are based on what I like on the car, but this is not about me. This is about the car. This is about you guys that maybe in the market looking for something like this. If you have a family and you want them comfortable and you want a comfortable ride and take trips, and also in this trail sport is the 4x4 oriented kind of from the Pilot lineup. So you can even go further. You can have adventures. You can take the car off road, and not just from city to city. So that's super cool to have. The whole theme, it is just each aspect of the car that you keep looking at makes more and more sense. It's very well executed. This is a super strong product from Honda and a super strong contender in the market of the three-row mid-size SUV. Do not pass on a test drive or add it into your list when looking in this segment at the Pilot. You have to do that for sure.
If you're looking for a practical, spacious, comfortable, competent, very well all-around family SUV of three-row, the Honda Pilot may be the one that you are looking for. But if you are also after adventure, this Pilot TrailSport trim will give you all.